Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Just want to take a quick second and say thank you to the channel members. I appreciate you all. And for anybody who's new or who comes through to watch my knife and ADC content, thank you for taking the time. I really do appreciate it. If you're ever so inclined and you have the time, if you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, notify you when I release content, and it'll also really help me out. Today is kind of an ongoing, I guess, journey into a brand style of knife that I used to not have any interest in, and it's the Protech or the Strider, and this is the Strider Protech SnG. Sorry guys. It is the full size. As you guys that follow the channel know, I first got enticed with a knife that will remain nameless, and then I picked up this Strider Protech PT207, this little small version of full-size SnG Strider by Protech, which is again a full-size knife. It's the largest Protech Strider made. I would call it a full-size knife. I love the actual aesthetics of the knife. I'm a huge fan in the materials of the knife. I'm a huge fan in the overall construction of the knife. I've never been a huge auto guy. Early on, 25 years ago, I had a couple of autos. Most recently, 10 years ago, had a Boker Kalashnikov, and then I think I picked up the Out the Front by EMP EDC and a Protech Newport. But when I started really liking the Strider designs, and thank you Sharif at Mangana Steel, Sharif was kind of an influence on me too, because he's a big fan of, I would say, this overall design, because it's not just the Protech. It's not the fact this is a fine automatic knife, fantastic tool, hard use tactical knife, but it's the Strider design. As you know, it's a very recognizable design. You see Striders in a lot of different sizes, a lot of different finishes, a lot of different, nightmare grinds, crazy blades, but this is the classic Strider shape, and it works in the hand so well. This is the grip. We'll get some measurements here in a second, but you've got this regular grip, a fighting grip, if you will, that's got the full finger area there, or finger guard, and then you've got this super usable finger choil, which I really think is the way the knife is meant to be held, because it even feels better for me. Again, I don't know a lot of the history. I just know that the knife fits my hand fantastically. The PT207, which was my first, is also fits my hand in the same grip fantastically. The choil's a little smaller, and it's of course a smaller all-around package, but the SnG just hits the spot. It is, like I say, a larger knife, so on the everyday, very easy to carry. I'm not a huge fan of the clip, but it's very functional. It goes in and out of pocket very easily. I'm wearing jeans, and all you got to do is push it down from the butt and pull it out, and it goes in and out without a problem. But, it's not as, I would guess you'd say, attractive or contoured to be comfortable, but I don't think that's the design of this knife. I traded this with a brother in the community and am stoked to have it. It's the Protech. I'll put the number in the description. I don't know if it's a 2707. It's got a certain number, but it's a smooth aluminum handle. They call it a Pro-Strider SnG. It's in CPM 154. Beautiful grind. Even has the locking stops here, external stops. I don't know if they're the main stop. I don't know if it has other ways because I haven't taken it apart, but it's very solid lockup. Very sharp. Thicker grind because, again, it's a working blade. More of a piercer. But just a fantastic knife. This one I've really enjoyed carrying. I have absolutely no regrets of bringing it into my collection. Like I say, I haven't been a big auto guy in the past. 2 of my 3, or I guess I have a launch too. I guess 3 of my 4 autos are Protechs. 2 of them are Strider designs. So this is the SnG. It is a full size. We'll get a couple of quick size comparisons to a couple of other knives. Look at it next to our Satu ground cold steel 4-max. And our Civivi Baby Banter. It's going to be a good bit larger than the Baby Banter and a good bit smaller than our cold steel 4-max. Let's look at it next to the Benchmade Bug Out. And the Wharncliffe Spyderco Paramilitary 2 with rock scale designs. So it's actually a little bit shorter than the Pair 2, a good bit larger than the Bug Out. Let me find my Javon tape measure. I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. So this knife is going to come in at 8 1/4 inches overall, 3 1/2 inch blade, 4 3/4 inch handle. Now, where I grip it from that first grip, we'll call it a comfortable 3 3/4 from here to here. And then the main grip is 4 3/4. So that's from here to here. We've got a fantastic sharpening choil. And again, when people look at this knife, when I used to look at this knife, and I really didn't understand, and still probably don't, I'm just very infatuated by the design. The front choil, to me, is integral to the beauty of the knife. And again, that's whether it's the smaller PT or the full-size SnG. That's just my personal opinion. I think that front choil is, for me, an integral part of the grip. So, the blade stock on this guy, 3.18 millimeters, or 0.13 roughly inches. Behind the edge, which I'm not good at getting for you guys, but I'll get as close as I can, 0.0250. .0270 roughly, whatever that means. And then our handle is going to come in right at a little over 1/2 inch, 0.0590, according to my calipers. So the last thing we need to do is get a weight. And the SnG comes in right at 5 ounces. The PT 207 weighs in 3.15. So give you guys just a couple of size comparisons there. And that kind of completes my Protech Strider quest, which can only mean one thing, and I'm kind of afraid to dip my foot or toe into the Strider pool, but I have a feeling it may be inevitable. But that's my first Protech PT or my first Strider, Protech PT 207 in Magna Cut. And I was lucky enough to trade for one I couldn't find, the Protech SnG in 154 cm. Super stoked. Appreciate you guys who take the time to watch my videos. Hope you found this informative, entertaining, somehow helpful. I love each and every one of you. What I'll always ask, and I ask it sincerely, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.